There are nights when the world grows quiet, yet something inside you refuses to settle. Nights when you slip beneath the covers, hoping for rest, only to find yourself tangled in thoughts you've tried to outrun all day. Nights when your heart feels heavier than your body. Nights when the smallest memories suddenly expand and press against your chest. And on such nights, a question rises from a place deep within you, a place tender, unguarded, fragile. Am I enough? It's not a question you say aloud. You whisper it internally, almost ashamed of how familiar it feels. You wonder why it returns, why it never stays buried for long, why it seems to have grown roots in your silence. But tonight, let's slow down and sit with that question, not to magnify it, but to understand it, to touch it with compassion instead of fear. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a quiet lake just after dusk. The water is still, untouched, mirroring the faded colors of a lingering sunset. The last remnants of gold soften the sky, blending into muted violet tones. The air feels cool against your skin, the kind of cool that carries clarity with it. You slip off your shoes and allow the earth beneath you to steady your steps. The breeze moves gently around you, brushing your hair away from your face. Everything in this moment is soft. Nothing demands anything from you. You let your eyes drift over the lake's surface. It looks peaceful, but you know how water works. The surface can lie. Beneath stillness, entire worlds shift and stir. You wonder if your heart is like that too, calm on the outside, swirling underneath. You kneel near the water. Its quiet depth pulls something honest out of you. And without warning, the question rises again. Am I enough? But here, in this quiet place, the question feels different. It no longer sounds like defeat. It sounds like a prayer, raw, vulnerable, aching. You didn't invent this question. It didn't appear overnight. It grew from moments you rarely speak of. A rejection that you pretended didn't hurt her. Comment that lingered longer than it should as silence. That felt like abandonment, a comparison. That stole a piece of your confidence, a disappointment you blame yourself. For a dream you think you should have reached by now. Relationship where you gave more than you received. Small but sharp experiences gather quietly, accumulating until the heart begins to question its own value. And when night falls, when distractions fade, these buried doubts rise to the surface. You're not weak for feeling this way. You're human. You long for significance. You long to matter. You long to know your presence makes a difference. You long to be chosen without conditions. You long to feel like you belong in the spaces you walk through. These are not small desires. They are sacred ones. They are the desires God planted in the human soul, not to torment you, but to draw you closer to the truth of who you are. As you still sit beside the lake in your mind, something changes. The sky darkens a little more, and the first stars begin to appear. Their faint glow reflects on the water, creating a path of shimmering dots extending towards you. And in the quiet, you sense a presence, not looming or distant, but near. Like warmth that settles across your shoulders, like someone kneeling beside you, not to demand answers, but to offer rest. You feel the faint stir of a voice, the kind that doesn't speak to your ears, but to your soul. You are not forgotten. The voice is not stern. It is not disappointed. It is not rushed. It carries the gentleness you rarely allow yourself to receive. You stay still. The voice continues. You are not an accident. You are not a burden. You are not falling behind. You are not failing as deeply as you think. You are not unworthy of tenderness, love, or joy. You were not defined by the people who didn't see you. You are not made smaller by the ones who left. You feel the words sink into you, as though they were made for the exact shape of your hurt. And then, you are mine. The weight of those 3 words lands differently than anything you've heard today. Not as a claim that diminishes you, but as a truth that envelops you. A truth older than your fears, stronger than your doubts, and deeper than any wound you carry. You were never meant to measure yourself against anyone else. You were never meant to assign your value based on performance, appearance, accomplishments, or approval. Worth does not come from productive pure fiction, preference past mistakes, broken relationships, spanked. You couldn't meet dreams that took longer to grow. Worth exists because God breathed His own life into you. Your worth is not a result of what you've done. Your worth is the starting point from which everything else flows. When God formed you, He did so with intention, not haste, not accident, not indifference. He wove your story into existence with the same care He used to place the stars above the lake you envision. Nothing you've experienced, no heartbreak, no rejection, no failure, has ever erased that worth. Nothing ever will. Lord, I come to you tonight, carrying questions too heavy for my tired hands. My heart feels bruised in places I can't explain, and I am weary from doubting my own value. I lift these uncertainties to you, even though part of me fears they are too messy, too fragile, too unworthy to offer. But you see everything. You have always seen everything. Lord, hush the voices that distort my identity. Quiet the echoes of judgments spoken over me. Quiet the lies that tell me I am lacking. Quiet the memories that still sting. Quiet the narratives I've carried for years, the ones that tell me I am somehow not enough. Replace those voices with your truth. The truth that I am made in your image, sacred, intentional, deeply loved. The truth that I was created with purpose. The truth that nothing in this world can diminish what you have spoken over me. The truth that my worth is not fragile, not conditional, not dependent on external validation. Lord, heal the parts of me that still hurt. Heal the disappointments I hide behind strength. Heal the fears I mask with productivity. Heal the shame that settles in my heart when I fail. Heal the comparison that steals joy from my days. Heal the relationships that left me questioning my value. Heal the inner child in me who learned too early to doubt her worth. Restore what has been lost. Restore my ability to see beauty in myself. Restore the courage I once carried. Restore the dreams I set aside because I felt unqualified. Restore the softness I buried to survive. Restore the hope that feels faint tonight. Lord, teach me to see myself through your eyes. Help me recognize the goodness you placed within me. Help me honor the story you are writing through my life. Help me treat myself with kindness instead of criticism. Help me speak gently to myself when I fall short. Help me trust that I am cared for, not because of what I do, but because of who you are. Hold me tonight, Lord. Hold me when insecurity rises. Hold me when old wounds resurface. Hold me when someone's absence reawakens rejection. Hold me when loneliness whispers lies. Hold me when I forget that I matter. Hold me when my heart trembles under the weight of reality. Let your presence be a blanket over my spirit. Let your peace quiet my racing thoughts. Let your love settle into every space where fear once lived. Let your compassion soothe the inner ache. Let your truth rebuild what doubt has broken. Lord, anchor me in assurance. When the world makes me feel insufficient, Remind me that you call me beloved. When people fail to see my worth, remind me that you never lose sight of me. When I struggle with comparison, remind me that your design is intentional. When failure whispers that I am unworthy, remind me that grace defines me, not perfection. Stay close to me tonight. Let me rest not only physically, but emotionally and spiritually. Let me release the burdens I keep carrying alone. Let me breathe freely without guilt. Let me trust that I am safe in your hands. Walk with me, guide me, strengthen me. Remind me again, if needed, who I am in you. Remind me that I belong. Remind me that I have purpose. Remind me that I am held as you rise from the lakeside in your imagination. The stars shine more brightly now, scattering their gentle light across the water. You stand taller, not because your questions have vanished, but because something inside you has softened, settled, remembered. You realize that worth does not come from perfection, performance, or applause. Worth comes from the one who shaped you with love and called you his own. Tonight is not the night you prove yourself. Tonight is the night you let God remind you of the truth. You are cherished. You are valued. You are chosen. You are enough. And you always have been. May this truth follow you into tomorrow, whispering gently over every anxious thought. May it wrap around your spirit like warm light. May it steady your steps. May it quiet your fears. And when the question returns, am I enough? May your heart remember the answer heaven has spoken since the beginning. Yes, you are. Enough because I made you, I know you, I love you, and I am with you. Amen.